Hello and welcome, dear traders, to Real-Time Daily Trading Ideas. We have 5 days a week, 5 different traders. We will speak about trading ideas, strategies, market screening, and maybe 1 or 2 questions from your side directly answered in our webinar. Our goal is quick and smart, but for that daily. So let's have a nice start like every day. And today it's Wednesday, 21st of March 2018. Welcome to our daily webinar. Like any day, we will start with our risk disclaimer. Forex and CFDs are leveraged products and can result in losses that exceed your deposits. If you are a starter, please start with a demo account and make yourself familiar with long trading, short trading, leverage trading, and your personal risk management. If you'd like to read the full risk disclaimer, just visit one of our web pages, for example, admiralmarkets.com, and you will find everything written down there. This is me. I'm talking from the Berlin office from Admiral Markets. We are a big international broker with over 18 country offices, so I'm the Berlin guy. My English is made in Germany, but hopefully some of my quality too, but I'm not the main speaker. The main speaker is the day trader of today, and this is our scheme. On Monday, it's Jay's day. On Tuesday, it's Paul's day. On Wednesday, like today, it's Giancarlo's day. Tomorrow, on Thursday, it's Zinat's day. On Friday, it's DX day. Our leading day traders live every business day, every trading day to the same time. This is Real-Time Daily Trading Ideas. Yeah, and if you like to trade Forex and CFDs, you will get many benefits only with Admiral Markets. For example, DAX 30, our index CFD bestseller, one of the best traded instruments at Admiral Markets, simply spread of just 0.8 points to the main trading hours. You can trade them with mini lots, starting with 0.1 lots already. You can trade it with MT4 or MT5. It's your choose from the platforms, and also the leverage is choosable. If you want to trade with 500 leverage or just 10, you can choose it in our client portal Trader Room. All details about that on admiralmarkets.com. There you will find also something about our regulatory background and of course also how to contact us, call us, send us an email or visit YouTube or Facebook, many channels, all linked from admiralmarkets.com. Enough from my side. Now it's time for our day trader of today. This is Giancarlo. Hi, good morning, good day, Giancarlo. What's your view to the markets today?
Good morning, gents. Good morning, traders. This is a very important day today. As I had told to us the last week, this is one of the most important day of this first month of 2018. Today, as we know, we have the meeting of Federal Reserve. So at 11 at 7 o'clock of this morning, we have the intervention of the new president, Jerome Powell, and at the same time the Fed interest decision. As we can take a look here at our calendar, Forex. So we start to tell to us something. Something interesting about which are the expectative of market respect of Federal Reserve. First time we have to remember that the market has anticipated the hike of interest rate. The main question for market remain this: whatever there will be 3 or 4 hikes this year. Also, it's very important that the first intervention of Jerome Powell, because this is the new president make his debut and has to put his face in front of a camera and journalist. I would like to remember that one of the most important moment it's after the Fed interest rate decision is the moment when journalists start to make their ask to president because you know that in the first part the president read the paper, but market take their idea and impression from the words of Jerome Powell. A good aptitude will be a dovish aptitude, not hawkish aptitude. Market fear, have a lot of fear, especially that Fed with inflation near the target of 2% can start an aggressive policy for next month. So tonight I recommend to take a lot of care after this the interest rate decision, because market can put us in a difficult situation, because we can have a great volatility and it's very difficult to enter. So my advice is to wait the effect of this meeting and start to trade after or better tomorrow in case of Forex. Now, speaking about Fed, we are going to take a look at dollar, because as we know, the USA dollar has rallied a bit during this morning and reached this very important level in 106.42. So my advice is to take a lot of care, because if traders are trying here to anticipating the potential suggestion of an up value in interest rate, but we can assist during this afternoon, or better directly tonight, create upward until this very important resistance, 107.49. In this case, in daily, we can take a look. We can have a starting of uptrend until 109, 110, near the 200 simple moving average. For the other side, we have to take a lot of care, because in case of strong breakout of 105.36 or better, 105, we can start a new medium-term downtrend until this point between 100 to 100. It could be a very disaster for Japanese economy, because as we know, Abenomics put all their policy with the devaluation of the yen. So it's logical to think that we can have a reversal in the next weeks, but today we have to maintain a lot of care, because our logic is that if Fed hike the interest rate, dollar rise, but the last meeting demonstrate us that in many cases we have the exactly the opposite. So I would like to strongly recommend to take a look at this resistance, because in a case of strong breakout, we are near the 61.8 of Fibonacci. We can have a reversal and a new uptrend. Of course, we have to take a look at euro dollar, because we have a lot of noise in this market today. We don't know, of course, which direction the euro will go. So my idea that here we can have an uptrend at during this day until 1.2347. Our resistance is the same of last time, maintain as we have you can see. Last week we start a strong downtrend in exactly this point. So this, if we take a look at the daily chart, we have a lot of noise here, but take a look at 1.2252. This is a very important level, because in case of a strong breakout, we can start a new downtrend for next day near with the target 1.2093. In case, in exactly opposite, in case of strong breakout in H4 time frame, I advise to take a look at this point, because if euro dollar going up 1.2440, we can start the attack of 1.25 and the great resistance, weekly resistance in 1.2574 in case of strongly breakout of this last level of resistance. Euro dollar going start a new uptrend with target 1.29. So now we can we are going in our my favorite instrument, DAX. We are assisting during this day an enormous uptrend, downtrend movement. Very difficult because many traders waiting a strong reversal, uptrend reversal, but it's very complicated to maintain this zone. For now, I have signed this zone because this is a very important zone of smart money, and until we maintain 12,200, the short trend will be high. So we can try to wait tonight to understand if DAX that in this moment maintain a better structure this week in compared to Standard and Poor 500 after we take a look, and we have to understand if we have this possibility to have a new uptrend. Today we have recognized a great support here in 2020 and 224. We can put an just a moment, a sell stop if we have a strong breakout of this level. In this case, we are going in 50 minutes time frame. We can take a look better, and it could be interesting. Prepare the short until this our last level here and put a stop here. In this case, we try to arrive here because this is a very important. It is a medium support, and it could be interesting to do this short. As always, I would like to advise a strong long if we break out this level to 12,351. Some trader ask me if they put order. In this case could be okay, but I advise some point that in case of high volatility today, you can take short or long or a reverse. And here the same, we put a small stop here a bit until this point 331, and a profit could be at the last. Just a moment. I put in this case we say here. In this case, put here. This is a very important point to 12,400, and could be interesting in case of high breakout. Of course, now it's very complicated because in an event the DAX respect the moving average to a 200 simple moving average. So we have to start to take a look at afternoon or better tonight with the Fed. I would like to advise another very useful indicator of our company is Admiral Market correlation trader. I put in euro dollar, could be interesting to take a look because you can see the positive or negative correlation between intermarket analysis in general. For example, here in different time frame, in daily you can see a positive correlation. So the typical if euro dollar going down, DAX going up at reversal. So you can take a look in different time frame in order to respect your time frame where you trade normally. So in this case, you have the exactly opposite. Take a look at this very important instrument, correlation trader, because you can help in your multi operation. Now, I would like to show something about Standard and Poor 500 because today we can see that this zone of 2,653 is our strongly support because here we have the pressure of smart money in the same here near the zone of 700. We have a small pullback yesterday, but the risk of strong sell-off this week and next week is very high, which is my idea. Normally, the smart money like to buy a better price, so could be logical after we have to take a look what's happened today to have another sell-off like this, or have a new minimum. Could be it's more difficult with in this moment, but in case of have Japanese candle like this, and we can have a strong selling climax, and after a new rally during the next month. So it's very important. Next week we will take, of course, a look at the situation of markets. Very important to have a selling climax, because in this case smart money have a better price to open position, and we can have at least a new new high in Standard & Poor's. In this case, we are speaking about 2,900 or 3,000 for May or June. In this case, this is one of my scenario. Today, take a lot of care at the 2 point. First one is this 2,684, or in case of strongly breakout of 744, we can start. We have a great chance to buy. In this case, we have a great chance of sell-off. I would like to finish with taking a look at two instruments. Of course, today we have the extensions of oil. So today we have this week we have the breakout of this level. We have spoken of this last week of 62. So now it's very interesting because OPEC has made a great job with cutting of barrels, and today if we have a positive data, the great breakout of this important resistance 64, we can offer a great chance to make a buy with the target the maximum of February. In case we have a double bottom, we can open eventually short if we lose this point 63.26. Now finish with crypto. Today we are speaking about Litecoin because someone maybe have seen that this Sunday we have a strong sell-off, especially in Ethereum and Bitcoin, but Litecoin maintain the zone of 137. So this is this green rectangle are the zone where we have the pressure of smart money. We have respected this very important support. So in case we have a great breakout of this point during the next days here, 107.3, we can start buy with the first target here. But if we lose this point, we can have a great pressure until this last support here, 115, and in overshooting until 72. Thank you very much, and now I am at your disposal for any question.
Yeah, today just one question from a participant about DAX. Ciao, Giancarlo. Do you confirm your expectation regarding a new big sell-off in DAX? Is the question of the participant.
Okay, thank you very much, Marco. Well, my idea that is that we can have probably a new sell-off in DAX because the technical structure of long term is very complicated. I would like to advise you this point. If we lose this point, 12,060, we can start a great sell-off. My idea is that DAX need to touch this point, 11,424, because it correspond. Just we take a look together. Correspond at the point where we have the great the great uptrend of 12,017. So all depend of what Fed do this day and the effect during the next day. Of course, if we have this breakout of this point 529, we will have a great possibility of uptrend reversal. So take a look at this level, waiting the Fed, and of course next week altogether we will take a look if we have this sell-off, or we are now starting at a new a new uptrend. DAX we know is very when going flat in range trading have a great difficult to permit us an opening of swing trading. Now, of course, we are waiting a breakout of 1 or 2 points today. In general, I have more. I will open personally a short position in swing if we lose this point. My idea, yes, in general, I think that sell-off is something probably, but depend on from what Fed and Jerome Powell do tonight. Thank you very much.
Thanks, and tomorrow is another day. 5 days a week, 5 different traders. So join us tomorrow. Every trader has a different trading style. It's not better or worse, just different. Like any person is also different. So if you like to join different trading styles, tomorrow is another day. And like we said all the time, yes, usually all webinars are recorded. So a couple of hours later, you will find it on our YouTube channel. Just visit admiralmarkets.com, and from there it's linked youtube.com or Admiral Markets. You will find it. Thanks, greetings from Berlin office, and hopefully see you tomorrow again. Bye bye.